Okay, so I've started working on what I like to lovingly call my murder closet. I'm pretty sure that somebody built this into the side of the cinder block garage to become a storm shelter, or not necessarily, like a root cellar. Sorry, taking styrofoam down. There's styrofoam on this wall, up and down, and then styrofoam on this wall, up to there. You can kind of see where the block work is starting to separate. Gotta patch that. I think temporarily I'm going to fill it full of spray foam, which is a horrible solution. But it's going into winter, and I'm not gonna do concrete work in the cold. I'm not that good with concrete. Look at the spider go. Look at him go. He'll be dead in a few. But sorry, I'm not good with concrete, so we're gonna do that. Also got stuffed vent, more styrofoam, stuffed vent, and what used to be a light fixture that I'm hoping, well, at least a source for a light fixture, and I haven't taken it apart or tested it yet. I'm really hoping that it's still got power, and all I got to do is put a base and a bulb in here. And plan is, it came. I can't get very far back, but it came with these gray plastic shelves, which reasonably sturdy. And then I have two cheaper sets. I don't want to put in here. I want to keep my oil, my coolant, and unfortunately, it's about the best place. This wall right here, that thing is my makeshift homemade thrown together rattle can holder. And honestly, this wall, once I get it clear and cleaned up a little bit, get the holes plugged with some concrete, they will. It's really the best place I got it. I haven't started doing a whole lot. I'm gonna try not to get you in the LED light. I got the incandescent bulbs. Ooh, that glares. Got the incandescent bulbs replaced with screw-in LED, like 6K spider lights. I have not gotten to anything on this wall yet because giant pile of garage crap. I have put a top board on the workbench. It's actually a really nice rough sawn, like 2x10 oak bench. It just has big gaps in it, so I wanted a solid top. They had that piece of OSB back there, and they had a sister to it right here. I took it down, and again, this is an old block garage, so there's problems in the block. It's separating. There used to be a window right there where that board is, and that is where that exhaust fan is going to get framed into. Be nice centralized location. I will put OSB probably back there, and then run it from this 2x4 over to the door or thereabouts the door. I have started getting some of the stuff. There is limited overhead storage space. So I've started to get some of my stuff I know I'm not going to use regularly in there. Got most of my nut and bolt bins set up. That gray one is empty right now, so I still have to figure out what I'm going to put in there. Started getting some of my garage art up. File cabinets in, Vidmar cabinets are in, which is nice. Still doing stuff for the house. Got some garbage up there to take out. I got to fix I call this my wet bench. I made this years ago out of some galvanized, and I used to keep it next to my parts washer when I had a parts washer. And I used it as a wet workbench. It's nice, but one of the legs broke while I was shipping it, so that's got to be fixed. Somewhere back there, you might be able to see if I can get close to it without falling over all my stuff. That cabinet right there is back behind that piece of plywood. It's pretty big. It's about 10, maybe 12 feet long in total. This came out of the laundry room we remodeled. That is going to get mounted back there. And I probably sound a little funny. Sorry. Breathing heavy. I'm wearing a respirator because I do not know what god-awful stuff is lurking in that murder closet. It's what it is. Still have not gotten to the electrics, but I have been pretty lucky. I've been in the panel. There are grounds, so everything is a hot, a neutral, and a ground. Even though it is old wiring, it does have hot, neutral, and ground. Most of the grounds are not hooked up in any of the outlets. And a lot of the wiring is, again, older. I don't know what's in the steel conduit. I have some steel conduit run, some rigid EMT. But this stuff is more modern interior house Romex kind of stuff. So it all has hot, a ground, and a neutral. So that's good. Everything's already 3-wire. There's also a squelching in the background. I have a thing that helps keep the rodents out. And you know what? So far it's been working for Amazon Special. It's been working. That black dot back there is the access to the chimney, which obviously is not hooked up. And my pallet cart, which is those casters right there, is the top of my pallet cart. It's blocking my heat stove, so I kind of got to get a bunch of junk moved so I can redo the chimney. Right now, it's got that piece of steel pipe in it, but the chimney is just an open block chimney. So I have more steel piping. I need to run it down the chimney, connect the pipe, set the heat stove where I want it, connect all that up, and then go back to the top and close in all the exposed around the top of the chimney. I don't have my computer yet, so I'm not doing any kind of... Oh, I got all my DeWalt tools hung up. Sorry, distraction. I don't have my computer set up yet, so I'm not doing any video editing. I know my editing is bad by most people's standards, but I generally try to do some, live footage and not just Chris Fix watching the end of a camera with hands waving. But right now, it's pretty much all I got because, just moving and came into a house where we thought a couple simple, easy remodels on the inside of the house would be quick, fast, in a hurry. We could get it done, knocked out, and it was like pulling a string on a sweater. It just unraveled. Everything turned into something worse than what it was. There was a lot of stuff hidden, shoddy work. Somebody watched a YouTube video and said, "Oh, I'm an expert now." They got their degree off of Google. But yeah, garage is coming along. I don't know. I got a tin roof. You can see there's a pinhole there. This orange dot is where another light's going to go. And I've got another one in the middle over there somewhere. And that orange mark on the wall is realistically the only major roof leak I've found. Like, I've even checked up in the overhead. So, like, where I can see that piece of light, I have gone up in the overhead with a light while it is pouring rain, and it's like, just running through over there where that mark is. And it's actually not doing anything. But fixing the roof is or at least having the roof coated in some way. I don't know if I'm going to replace the roof or tar patch it in epoxy. I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't been here long enough to figure that out yet. So far, though, we've had a couple of really heavy rainstorms. And other than that spot on the wall, I get 2 drips right over there. You can't even see my zero turn, but I get 2 drips if the door is down right about where that deck is, right about where the zero turn deck is. So it's not too bad. It surprised the heck out of me. For seeing all the pinholes and stuff, I was expecting this place to flood like nobody's business, and it doesn't, which is really cool. So hopefully we'll be able to start getting some of this content out. And yeah, all right, everybody have fun.